Hello and welcome back to Real Talks podcast. You're listening from your host Priscilla. I am a mindset and a transformational coach, and I help ambitious and high achiever women just achieve more and build their thriving career without the hustle and without the burnout, so that you can have a work and life balance and that you can actually be fulfilled, happy, confident, and just achieving all your goals. Now, I'm super excited about today's podcast because I think it can change your whole next year. And also, I'm very excited because this is one of the things that people should have taught us when we were young, in school, in high school, whatever they want, but they should have taught us because this changed the game totally. And this podcast is all about why New Year's resolutions don't work and what to do to change that. So, as you might see year after year after year, when New Year comes, it feels like a really fresh energy, an energy that you want to utilize for something that is worth it. So perhaps you start thinking for yourself, oh, I always wanted to be more, to do more exercise or to eat better, to work less, but be more successful, something like that. So whenever New Year comes, you feel like it is the moment for you to step into that kind of goal and just make it happen. Now, one of the things that people never taught us is that whenever New Year comes, you start feeling, you start trying to make the change, right? So you try to make the change, you try to make some new habits and to do new things. But many studies have said by I think it's mid January already more than half of the people have given up with their New Year's resolutions. So what to do that you are not one of these persons? First of all, we need to understand many things that are behind that. So whenever a New Year's resolution comes, or when when New Year's resolution New Year come, yes, there is a new year, but it is the same you. So if you're the same you and the you is a person who is not easy for you, like to make new habits, or in the case that you want to work less and to understand or to learn how to have this work and life balance, yeah, you might try to change this and you might try to work less, but if you don't change your identity or if you still identify as a person who works really hard in order to succeed, then probably you will give up at one point and you will keep just working really hard because that's the way on how you've learned how to make things happen and how to be successful. So the trick here is that you have to change your identity, not your habits. So let me tell you a story that can illustrate this better. Since I was a child, I've always loved science. Science is one of the things that comes with me everywhere I go. So I actually went to a scientific high school from the last 2 years of my high school, and after that I entered to study chemistry just with the aim to become a neuroscientist. So yes, all my life I have thought on science and how can I become one scientist. And but also I really wanted to travel and I really wanted to bring science to the real part of the world so that it doesn't just stay in the laboratory but actually goes out to the real world. And for that I needed to learn some new skills. So 4 years ago, I got accepted into a Spanish university where I went to study entrepreneurial leadership and innovation, which where like in this university I have to learn how to do some business and how to basically understand how to start a startup from zero. So what happens? At that moment, I was not a business girl. Never ever in my life I thought that I would like to have a business or I would like to make a business. And but I also got this curiosity and also it was the plus part of traveling around. So it was like I really want to do this. But what happens? I didn't have the identity of a person who likes to make money, who likes to think how to make money, and who likes to think how can I help other people from a business. I was not the person. I was just the scientist girl. I was the nerdy. I was the one who stays in her room all the way, all the day, and just studying and learning new things and having interesting conversations within herself. So I was no way the girl of that likes to make business. So what happens? I didn't have the identity, so I started having these thoughts that say like, I cannot go, I don't want to go, this is not me, I actually cannot do it. And even though I start changing my habits, so I start reinforcing, for example, my English, and I was doing all the admission process. I was doing all the papers, all the visas that I needed to go there. And I just felt like I couldn't. I couldn't go there because I was not supposed to be studying how to build business. I was supposed to be in the lab. I was supposed to be learning how to, making something cool as scientists do. So for me, it was really hard to just accept that I was not feeling like this new person. So at the end, I ended up going to therapy for one day where I received some NLP techniques. And after that, the in therapy, my therapist helped me to just get like release this fear or release this identity that I'm not a businesswoman and to actually own it. So what did I do? I After that I like it was so easy. After I became the person who actually goes to another country to study business, I just did it. And like I just did the movement or the thing of going to the university to go to Spain. And this is one of the examples of why changing your habits is not the best way to change your overall reality. Another example that is very very common, I'm sure, is that whenever New Year comes, many people comes and say, I want to be healthy, I want to do more exercise, I want to move more. So what can I do? I will join the gym, right? That's one of the most typical things. People will join the gym and they start going. The first week they start going every single day. Second week they go maybe 3 or 4 times. Third week they go one time. And by the end of January, they just forgot they have paid a membership in the gym. And they just stop going. Why? Because they are not the kind of people who go to the gym. They are another kind of people. They prefer maybe to walk or to do other things, but they are not the person who goes to the gym. So what can they do to change this and to become the person who makes these changes, who becomes more healthier, to becomes healthier and to become the person who just likes to actually work out, lifting some weights or doing some spinning, running, whatever you can do inside of a gym. You have to change your identity, or this person has to change the identity to someone who can make changes, who can be resilient, and who can have a lot of fun inside of a gym. So if you have a resolution for New Year, I get it. Like in New Year, there is a beautiful energy on new starts. It just feels like everyone is going through a new start and you want to go to. It's just the perfect moment to clean your house, to get rid of things, to clean your computer, to clean your phone, and to start new things that you want to fill your life with. So yes, you can totally take these moments to to become a new person, to become someone who does the goals that you want to do. But and I want to recommend you this: just change your identity. Do not decide only which habits you will change. Of course, that is super useful and super helpful, and I will say even necessary. But instead of only focusing on there, focus also on who do you want to be. And now, if you're not sure about this, I recommend you to go to my podcast number 3, where I teach you my step by step process on how I reflected about the year that just have passed, and how I define the goals that I want for my future. But as for this, I told you, instead of thinking on what to change, like which habits, think on who do you want to be. And for this, you can go through different areas of your life. And this is going to be your, I don't know if homework, but just something that you can do at your home that will help you thousands to change these. So, first of all, think of different areas of your life that you want to improve. When it can be your financial area, your relationship area, which other areas there are, your health area, your fitness area, your job area, any of these. Think about that, and then just think on who do you want to be there. For example, if you want to get better in your financial area, just you can recognize first maybe how do you feel when you open your bank account? Do you feel safe, or you feel this kind of fear like you want to avoid it because you don't want to see how much is inside your bank account? And now think, if you want to get better, then what will be a person who is knows how to manage money be doing in that moment? Probably this person will open their bank account and decide percentages or amount of money that this person will use to do specific things, right? Or maybe if you want to get better at your health, then how will this person eat? What will this person think about its body? So if you want to become better at your health, what type of relationship do you have with your body? It's like it's not only that you start dieting and eating salad every day and then you starve yourself, or that you have a specific and restricted diet. It's more about how do you want to feel? Do you want to feel energized? Do you want to feel happy? Do you want to feel that you are giving love to your body? So if you want to feel that, what kind of food will you eat if you want to feel like energized? What kind of food will you eat if you want to feel that you are giving love to yourself and that you are taking care of yourself? What kind of food do you enjoy and you know that is healthy for you? And of course, there might be cravings. Like it's not, maybe some people can do it, but majority of people will have some cravings, and at one point they will, eat something different. So what will you do in these moments when you feel like you want to eat something that you said you will not eat? Will you eat a little bit? Will you not eat anything at all? What will you do there? If you want to change in your professional area, and this is one of my favorite topics, let's say that you are already a high achiever woman and that you are very ambitious. So you have many, many goals that you want to accomplish. But there is a problem. You are a hard worker and you are a hustler. Like you always hustle. So if you want to achieve more things and you want to achieve some successes, but you keep doing it in the same that you have learned, which is just with hard work and hustling your way to your success, probably you will burn out. So what can you do in these cases? And you can just think about how will you be being this successful high achiever and ambitious woman in a way that you also take care of yourself? So will you have specific times during the week that are scheduled for you to have fun, for you to be rested? And will you be the type of person who has a mentor or someone who has been where you are and that helps you to understand what things can you do better? Or are you the type, will you be the type of person who knows how to ask for help and knows when to say no? So just think on this, right? If you think on just the habits, then probably you will say, okay, I will study from 6 to 8, and then from 8 to 11 I will work, then I will rest and have lunch from 11 or 12 to 1, and then after that I will keep working till 6 p.m. And after that, if I have anything else to do, then I will do it at that moment or I can enjoy. Right, that's very specific habits, and you're already putting yourself to do something when you don't know what kind of energy you will have, if you don't know if you will have any other problem, if you will have a health problem or any other, topics or parties or things that come your way. So let's say it's your mom's birthday and it is at 4 p.m. and luckily you have, some flexibility in your work, so you could be going there at 4 p.m. and enjoying the birthday with your mom. But if you have put already this habit that you have to be in this specific, that you cannot stop working before 6 p.m., then you will have a conflict there. You will want to go to your mom's birthday, but then you have to stay because you say to yourself. And then if you decide to, go to your mom's birthday, then you will feel bad because it was supposed that you will stay and, this is the thing I'm trying to say. So instead of that, what is much better is that you decide how you want to act accordingly. Maybe you decide that you want to be a person who solves problems and who solves situations, who is a solution driven person. So whenever this comes, then you can say, okay, my schedule was not supposed to be like that, but I can be flexible. And instead of doing this, maybe I can ask someone else to help me to finish this. Or I can do it in this different way that will be faster. So in this case, you are just becoming the person who finds solutions. And it doesn't matter if things get out of control, let's say, because you will be able to find a way to make things happen. And this is the difference between why you want to change your identity for your New Year's resolutions instead of your habits. Because for your habits, if you miss one of them, there is no way back. But for your identity, you can just become the person who makes things happen. And with nothing else to say, I think I'm going to say goodbye. I wish you a very Merry Christmas, which was at the time of recording is today. And I wish you a really beautiful new year. If you have any question or something with what I can support you in the topic that we talk about today, or in any other topic, then do not hesitate to write me at my Instagram self with Pri or on my email that I think is in the description um of this recording. And also, please, you can, like, you will make my word if you give me a review, if you subscribe, if you just put maybe even just the stars, that it literally takes like 2 seconds, because in that way I am going to be able to take this podcast to so many other people that will benefit from what I have to say, and that will make their own conclusions with their own respective lives. So I love you, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye.